Hey guys, we are at Stonebridge RV Park in Sweeney, Texas. I'm going to give you a grand tour of the campground, all its amenities. I'm also going to tell you about something here that I kind of have a bit of a love-hate relationship with. I'll give you that at the end of the video, but let's get into it. Campground is really nicely paved, so great sites. It's got full hookups, and there's about 100 sites, I think, here, about that. There are pull-through sites available, so if you've got a large unit, they can definitely house you. It is a tight-knit campground, but I find that the way they've set them up is actually not so bad. I've been in far worse for tight-knit campgrounds. There's just enough concrete space that you feel like you've got your own little site. So the truck isn't here, so that would actually be taking up a fair bit of space, but you still have a really nice little area in here. Normally at other campgrounds, you would end up with grass, maybe just a small pathway to your door. Heavy rains make that grass really messy and muddy. It's really not a great place to hang out in, but with this cement space, it turns out really good. It's a nice place to sit down and just relax. You do have road activity out front. It's not that bad. I barely notice the road. It doesn't have a lot of police traffic or anything like that, so you are close to the road but not impacted by it. What I actually love about this campground is that it still has a lot of giant oak trees. They're just beautiful. Okay, let's head over to one of my favorite amenities here. We're gonna go check out the pool. Vending machines. I haven't seen this yet and I've been here forever. Let's check this out. Whew, fancy. Get yourself a pop or some chips. This is our sweet little koi pond. Come out here and just check out the fish. I actually wish you could sit by it, but it got it kind of locked up. It'd be neat if they had one of those like old-fashioned candy machines with fish food in it that you could toss in some fish food. I guess it'd be hard to control the volume of fish food going in there, but it'd be neat if you could. And this is their pool. I actually use their pool. Just up there is the gym. And this great outdoor space is kind of like a common area that you could have a gathering at. And there are sites you can see here that are closer to the road traffic. So we're farther in, we definitely don't hear that road traffic nearly as bad as these guys might. Plus they have the constant running of the pool, but that actually might be kind of nice. But it's only a small number of units that are right up against the road. They also seem to be the smaller camper units, not quite the big large ones. If you're a larger one, you're probably going on the inside. And here's a look how you get towards the inside. The office is here. The office is open 24/7. You can get mail here, which is fantastic. I've had a couple of deliveries and really appreciated how efficient their system is. They just basically deliver it to the building that's open all the time. And this is the bridge, likely that it's named after. This is the Stonebridge. I really like that the campground offers a really nice area to walk around. You can actually walk around the entire pond that they have. It doesn't have a path on that back side over there, but it's you've kind of like naturally make your own path along the way. Like it's got my footpath there. So it's easy to walk along. The grass isn't that high. I don't know what it's like in the summertime when it starts to really grow, but so far it works really well. But we just walk all the way along this pond, and you can see back there is where the campground inn is, and you can walk all the way around it. It's a great, really great space for dog walking. They do have a couple of pet stations in the campground as well, which is handy for plastic bags and places to deposit your gold. So this is a larger pond over here. There's a dock you can utilize. I believe there's catfish in here. I've seen what I think is catfish remains on the bank, but there's definitely bass in here as well. It does have laundry facilities, 4 washers, 4 dryers. Only one broke the entire time we were here, and they had it fixed pretty quickly, so they've been efficient. We have ventured out a little bit into the Sweeney area and Bay City. Quite a few places to eat. You know, if you like Mexican, there's lots of great Mexican options. Chili's is here. We always enjoy Chili's. We had great Vietnamese. I don't have a Vietnamese place in Brookhaven, so I've enjoyed being able to go have Vietnamese here. There's a Vietnamese place in Bay City. Bay City has a Walmart, an H-E-B store, Tractor Supply, those kind of stores. It's definitely got all the stores that you would need if you're visiting, you know, and you need some supplies. And it's not even 10 minutes away, maybe 7 minutes away. They do have a movie theater in town, which was great, a multiplex. They have games and a restaurant in it. The movie theater, when we went, was very, very cold. I ended up having to buy a blanket in the popcorn area. So they must know that they do get cold to sell the blankets, but having the access to be able to go see a movie was awesome. They do have a breakfast place in Bay City, Farmhouse Cafe and Mercantile. It was really good. We really enjoyed it. Just kind of like a quiet place. It's not like a fancy place, but I really enjoyed the breakfast. Will and I love finding a great breakfast spot, so I highly recommend heading in there and having breakfast. You can also go to like larger cities nearby, and there's like a Denny's, and that also very enjoyable, but nice when it's so close, because the Mercantile place is only about 7 minutes away. They do have propane on site, which is excellent. We did have a freeze. We actually had snow while we were here, and it was so incredibly helpful. The staff here are really, really super helpful when it comes to propane, especially when everybody needs it. They were giving it to people after 6 p.m. and they were picking it up. What they do is you put your propane tanks down on your end of your driveway, and they come pick it up and fill it up for you, and then just apply it to your bill. So really, really helpful for getting propane on site. Definitely helpful during a freeze. So my love-hate relationship is actually with this thing here, and that is the bar. It's awesome, absolutely awesome to have a bar right on site until 3 a.m. and the karaoke machine is still going. Doesn't happen very often. For the most part, I find that they shut it down pretty early. By about midnight, it's pretty quiet. But if you're in sites 93 and 94, you back right onto the bar. And I don't know that I'd love that. But it is super convenient if you want a meal or if you want to stop in for a beer. They have great games in there, pool tables, all that kind of stuff. So really quite nice to have on site. The noise though, and sometimes the crowd that it does bring in. There can be people that come in here that don't respect the campground, and the people that are here revving their engines or screaming at the wee hours of the night. But for the most part, it's not too bad, but it is convenient as well. So that's my one love-hate. And the bar does offer meals as well. So you can get meals just from the meal truck, and they'll deliver to the bar, and then you can pick that up, take it back to your trailer, or you can sit in the bar and eat. So again, another great option as well. Like it adds some value for you as when you're like, you don't feel like cooking, you can have something to eat right here on the campground. You'll walk to it. Actually, that's kind of a nice benefit of the bar being here. That's another love for the bar, is you can be at the bar and then walk back to your campsite, so you can be very good humans and not drive. All right guys, that's it for Stonebridge RV Park. Great place to stay. I've been happy here, I've enjoyed it. So check them out again in Sweeney, Texas. Happy travels.